had to learn English, which was really hard.
And so the lady kept saying, like, Mary, you know, clean the house, but make sure you get the vestibule. And she was too, like,
She's too proud
to say she didn't know what the vestibule was. So she would clean the house up and down, and the lady'd say, Mary, you did a great job, but what if, you know, the vestibule still needs to be worked on a bit. And so she did it again and again.
She cleaned everything.
She cleaned everything 2 or 3 times, and then finally the lady said, Mary, what about the vestibule? She said, well, you know, I had it in my hands 2 hours ago, a minute ago, and I put it down and I forgot to dust it. She didn't know.
She didn't know what a vestibule was.
How about Nana said to her, Mary, go outside and sweep the walks. So she sweep the walk. So she started sweeping the walk. She went all the way around the block.
The walks.
Oh, walks. Did everybody?
Where did you go? She said, you told me to sweep the walk. So she swept the walk.
Everybody's
all the way around.
There are so,
and
the
then
ice cream story.
there's another. Oh,
That's a funny story.
How about the time Nana and Aunt Tanny, the 2 sisters? My mother came here from Ireland first. And then they had enough money to send for Annie, and she was big.
Truck driver.
She was funny. And the 2 of them were maids. And one day they said, why don't we go to the studio and have our pictures taken and mail them back to Ireland to show them how prosperous we are, how good we're making it here in Ireland. What did they do? But dress up in the lady of the house's clothes and jewelry and the whole bit. But
Sneak it out of the house.
sneaked out of the house.
And it looked like 9 million yards.
2 rich women. Oh my God. And they dressed up and had the pictures taken and posing and all that and said, oh, this is going to be wonderful over in Ireland. I think we made it big. And this was their day. They went back to the house and took off all the ladies' clothes and put it wherever it's supposed to be. And that was the end of it. They told them after the photos were taken, what's your address? So they gave the address to this lady's house.
No.
That's how innocent they were.
Oh my God.
So of course,
So they were fired.
well, no, I think they were docked a month's pay.
The picture showed up,
opens
and
up the pictures,
she's
and
all-
there is my mother in a dress and my aunt in another dress. Jewel.
and by the way, that picture is hanging up in my bar.
That's
Oh,
right.
is it really?
Oh yeah, yes.
Did it ever make it to Ireland?
Nana and Aunt Tanny, it's
Yeah,
hanging
they
up in
did
my
that
bar.
because he has a picture of it, don't you?
I do. It's hanging in my bar. Yes.
That's great.
What about the ice cream story? They never had ice cream before. They never tasted ice cream. So when they got here, they thought they were in heaven, right? I mean, they tasted ice cream. So there was one ice cream shop with 2 ends to it, right? And they got embarrassed, right?
Well, they went into the first ice cream store.
Yeah. And they
As
ordered
they thought it
humongous.
was like a front door and a side door. So and the children were big.
As Nana said, they were 2 piano movers. They look like 2 piano movers. And when you guys come to our house, I'll show you the picture.
Oh, yeah.
They sat down and I guess they had those days. They had big ice cream, sodas, with glasses this big. And they were having a great time, so they both finished it. And they were 2, so my mother said to Annie, oh, the mother. And she said, oh, you can't anymore. Oh,
How embarrassing.
How embarrassing we drank. We took so much now. So they went, we'll go another bar. So they went out.
And they walked around the block.
They went out to the other door. And ordered the same thing.
But it was the same guy who served us.
You didn't realize?
No.
Oh my God. They had that. Like when my mother pulled into, she came over on a boat, and like all first class or in New York, and the rest of them had to go to Ellis Island. So she went over to the and they put lights, a tag on her head, a tag on her heart, and tags on her.
And then she went in quarantine.
Yeah.
Somebody on the ship was sick, and she was in quarantine.
Yeah, wow.
For a couple
But
of days.
anyway, she passed the test, and they shipped her back to New York, so she could get off the boat. And she had this friend with her from Ireland, and the kids, a little kids on the dock were roller skating, and my mother looks at her friend Kitty and says, "Oh dear Kitty," that's like, "Oh God, Kitty." I'll never adjust to America. The kids were roller skating. Look at the way they walk in America.
We just glided.
And there's so many.
What about when Aunt Annie cut her finger? That's a funny, crazy story, right?
These stories are insane. They are.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you.
You're not can do it. It's okay.
Wow.
See, that's good. That's why I had this teeth crisp. You know, that's not good.
That was delicious.
Yeah. It's probably just like chicken and dog meat.
Like a tape recorder under the dining room table.
Oh yeah.
Nana was still
Same
on
as
the
steak too.
There's me then.
I gave you a copy.
I know very much.
The salmon, yeah, very nice. Oh, that's nice presentation.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Oh, Mom, that looks good too. Yeah.
I think you get dessert with your.
Yes, we do. We know. Apple pie. I never got past apple pie.
There was ice cream.
That way I'm so tired.
That's even better.
Sleep right away on the plane. That's my idea.
I don't know. I know there was.
That's a good idea.
Oh, you're into that. You're really better. Cheers.
I think there was a chocolate.
Oh my gosh, something's on the seat here.
Sam, we all pitched in. Got you one more birthday present. We all pitched in.
It's from Tommy Not So Jazz.
Now you got a backup.
24 all-time favorites.
Now you got a backup.
It's a harmonica. I'm complaining because my harmonica broke. Tommy, you are Tommy Jazz. You are definitely Tommy Jazz. Tommy Jazz.
Now you're Tommy Not So Jazz.
Get him another Guinness.
We tracked it down. We tracked it down.
Thank you. I'll have to play it now.
Oh my God.
I don't need to read it. I can just play it. I actually have my other harmonica here with me.
Good sound.
Oh wow.
Wow. Very good sound.
Oh, nice, Sam. That does have good sound. He sings. He plays the harmonica.
What else does he do?
Very nice. Does it have an age on there, Mare? Does it have an age on there? It doesn't have an age, right? Yay!
I loved it.
That. Gee, Sam, I wish we had this the other night.
I know. I just needed a harmonica.
Yeah.
Tommy
That's
Jazz.
perfect.
Way to go. I'm psyched.
All right, Sam. You got to pass it off to Mikey now. You got to teach him how to play the harmonica.
I think they do, doesn't he?
Yeah, he plays around with it.
Cool.
Good.
No playing around. He's got to really play.
This is classic. That is so fun.
From the motherland.
He did
Yeah.
good.
And something woke
He's
me
in the
up.
room by himself.
Foot of my bed was a floating figure of a woman, of a girl, probably a young girl, maybe 18 or so, very fluffy, flowing hair, floating off the floor. looked straight at me. You've heard the story how many times? Looked straight at me and looked up at the steeple. Went like this with her fingers, pointed at the steeple, and floated out the window. Right toward the steeple.
And then you researched it though.
I
You never
researched it.
I didn't, and I
researched
I should have asked the hotel guy. Because when you go downstairs, it was not in the best area.
Yeah.
You should have just asked what had happened. I just literally just wanted to run out of there as fast as possible. I mean, I've had millions of nightmares. Like I've had nightmares all my life about ghosts, and like there was a ghost in my house growing up that came to me a couple times. And, like, I mean, just creepy things. See, they were always there, and I know that I have a sense for them. But I've always just said, as long as I don't see one, it's okay. Like, I mean, I've had dreams where I've seen it on TV, which like ghost shows. You have a dream, and there's one in your room, but you can't. It's holding you down. You can't get out of your bed.
Yeah.
And I've had many nightmares like that where I'm going to scream, and I woke up and like grabbed him because he's next to me. And it's like in my house in school, we had a ghost, and she would run up. She actually said something to Tommy, and he was at my sorority house. Yeah.
He called me. He was petrified. He called me.
He was at my sorority house all alone.
Yeah.
And we had a girl and a guy. We had 2 ghosts in our house. And I asked him, I was at work, and I said, can you just do me one favor? I said, just take the laundry out of the washer, throw it in the dryer, all the towels I have. Like, I need to clean. He's like, yeah, it's the basement, and this is an old house. No one was home. Went down there, put them in the dryer, starts walking up the stairs. And we always knew, every time we walked up the stairs in the basement, we'd feel someone running behind us. And we would just get up there and like, you know, that would be it. And she whispered in his ear, haunted. And he said he dropped everything, ran out the front door, and wouldn't go back in.
Daytime or nighttime?
But one of my girlfriends got home and he was outside. Like, he wouldn't.
I wouldn't go back in.
He called me right up. He was so afraid.
Playing with my ponytail. I mean, I felt my ponytail up in the air, and I was like, I went like this, and there was nobody there, but there was a lot of stuff, little things that would happen.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I would lay in bed and hear it walking around my room. It's very creepy.
Oh yeah, right.
I felt like that prison was haunted.
It was really, it wasn't, you knew that there was something. Yeah, we had a crash downstairs one night. We all run down there. We think something's wrong. We send all the guy friends down. Nothing was there. And then when I moved out, the girls went downstairs and looked on the ceiling, and like it was just like this. And engraved in all of the, it said Robbie, all of the, on all of the wood. Someone had cut it, been carved, but it wasn't there before. So yeah, I mean it was creepy. I mean,
Wasn't that house on Bristol Road?
Strong's house, yeah.
I mean, I believe it 100%.
How did we get on ghost stories?
Houses or certain places, I'm like,
We gotta get a lot of
something
stuff.
right here.
Maybe
I
tonight
love
we'll
to
see.
hear about those ghost stories. I wouldn't want to experience
No,
it,
you
but
never want to
I love to hear it.
No, this ghost was very harmless. The one that I saw.
She was apologized too. Yeah, she was so, and I knew it wasn't. Like, I wasn't scared of her. I was just scared of the fact that I saw her. Yeah. But I mean, I had a ghost in my house growing up that would, no one in my family believed. But it came to me, and no one, and my mom was like, "You're crazy." Like my girlfriend and I would go in the basement and turn off the radio, and she'd be walking away and it would pop back on. And same with the TV, it'd pop on. And then one day I was watching Sylvia Brown, you know, on Montel, it's like that stupid psychic. She tells ghosts and all that stuff, and someone in the audience stood up and said, "Oh, I have a ghost. I have a problem when my phone rings all the time, but there's just static on the other end. No one's there, like, and I don't know what it is. Oh, that's someone trying to contact you." And I know it's ironic this happened at the same time, but literally 5 seconds later, my house phone rang, and I'm like in 7th grade, and I jump up, and I, you know, go into the kitchen to get it from like the landline, not the cordless, and I picked up, and it was just static, and I was like, "Hello," and then I heard this woman's voice, and I hung up, and I ran out the front door. And that was it. I got on my phone, and I called my girlfriend, and she
I have
said
to-
something at me.
I have to
I'm
tell
not
you.
crazy. I'm not, you know.
Well, how about the time you were in,
Good.
Uncle Mike was in Korea, and you heard him calling from his bed. This is
True.
She was over in
crazy.
Germany.
Yeah, he was in the
And
service.
I went into his room to fix the bed or whatever I was doing.
This was during the Korean War.
No. Yeah, it was. He was over in Germany. And I was in the room, and I walked into my brother's bedroom, and it's clear as day. I heard him say to me, Dolores, and I came out of the room, and I said to my mother, I just got this feeling. I heard Michael say, Dolores, you're in trouble. Just, it was so simple. A few days later, we got a call from Germany. He had frozen feet, and they had to go to the hospital. I said to my mother, when did you get frozen feet? The night that I talked to you. Yeah. That's crazy.
What about the time Aaron was a baby? You had her. And at like 7 in the morning, I woke up and I heard her cry. And I went in the room. I'm like, Nanny has her overnight. But she was screaming. And I called him at work. I'm like, right. I'm like, call him loud. So he called his mom at 7 in the morning. A crib broke. Fell in. That's right.
Sorry.
Crazy stuff. Oh yeah. Definitely sensitive thing.
I got it. I only have one thing. My dad. When my dad died, I felt his, we were at my mom's house, of course, and we all went to bed. Oh, she's telling a story? I'll stop.
Everyone has this story. No,
I know.
I want to hear your story. Audrey.
No, mine was very, very small. When my dad died, we all slept over at my mother's house. And during the night, I was crying my eyes out during my sleep. Because my dad was like, I was so close to my dad. And when I was crying, somebody just went on my forehead and said, "It's okay, Audrey, it's okay." And they kept going like this. So I woke up the next morning and I go, "Were you rubbing my head?" He goes, "No." So I know it was my dad. There was nobody else in the room but he and I. And the only other thing is not something with me, Billy, since he was very little, said, "Mom, I keep seeing a boy in the house." And I said, "Really?" "Yeah." Well, it started in Centereach. Yeah, it was always in Centereach. And he said he had red hair. And he used to see him all the time.
Could have been Ian.
I don't know. But he said he used to be petrified. He would get, he would come to me all the time. And when he got older, it stopped. But he remembers it vividly. He said, "Mom, I saw his hair, I saw his face, I saw him walk past my door all the time."
But often his pops visited us. Did your mom know that story? No.
It's true.
In your house? In your house? Okay, right? We didn't tell you at the time, but I should tell you what happened. So, it was right after Pop died. It was like a day or two after. And you were in your room, and there were a few of us sitting in the living room. And we were actually talking. We were saying, well, maybe what should we do? Should we get Nan to, should we think about having her move or something? You know what happened when we started talking about having you move?
We were thinking seriously about making you move.
And we were talking about it.
Seriously talking.
The picture of your fireplace was flying off the fireplace. Yeah.
And also, we were like,
I sensed this. I'm like, he doesn't want her. Drop it. I said, drop it. We didn't want to tell you at the time.
Yeah.
He was giving us a signal. What would the odds be that the picture, when they were talking, that just went flying right off the fireplace?
Right.
I'm like, that's him. I said, drop it. She's not moving.
That's right. You're right.
I remember Eddie.
Remember that?
The subject. Eddie was really bringing it up, saying he wanted to
Well, then, and he felt the same way. He wanted you there. He knocked the picture off the wall. Did you know that?
I believe that.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I wanted to stay put.
Yeah.
He heard something, he went out all
Like I said, they want what's best for you.
Right.
And the only other thing, I had some dream where I woke up and Uncle Bill told me he was okay. He was really, really good. Like he was elated.
Aww. Poor Uncle Bill.
Well, that's like when I was
Not Dad though. You had something with Dad.
Yeah.
Mike came to me.
did, yeah. I did, but I
Yeah.
forget right after. I forget what it was.
48.
Something that happened. I'll tell you something that happened.
And I got a story after
After my brother, after my dad died, my brother Stephen was the baby of the family. He was only 13 when my dad died. And when he got older, it was very tough. And he was working odd jobs to help my mom out and everything. They had it very tough, and I felt so bad for them. But as he grew older, he got married, and he had. Okay.
I believe it.
Well, he had Blake. He had my nephew Blake. He had my niece Victoria.
You can't be sad.
And
Don't be sad.
they were taking a picture of Victoria, and they told her to stand in front of the TV, and at that time they had a widescreen TV, and he took a picture. And they got the picture developed. My dad and my uncle Liddy, who had both died once to each other, were in the TV.
You still have the picture?
We have the picture for posterity. We have the picture. It is in one part of it is eerie, but we're like, oh my God, because they're both smiling. They have their arms around each other. They have their arms around each other. Now the TV was off. The TV was off. And
That's
it's
a
my
cool
dad
story.
and my uncle Vinny. It is
That's a very cool
cool.
story.
Very, very cool. So we saw that, we were like, oh my God, it's wonderful. We were so happy to know that they were happy.
I got a story. When my grandfather died, he was very skeptical. He went to church every Sunday and stuff. He was really skeptical. And I was on, and it was out of my mind. I mean, he was dead maybe a month or something, maybe a couple. I don't know how often, how long afterwards. I was on a business trip in the Rocky Mountains, and I had a dream that night, and he came to me.
I'll leave some menus there. You can sign
He came to me in the dream. After Grandpa died, you remember this, I told Dad about it. I wasn't even thinking about him. That night, as clear as day, he comes to me in a dream, he says, you know what? It was all true. Everything about what we thought, religion, it was true. It was true.
Uncle Mike said this?
No, Grandpa did. The biggest skeptic in the world, I did tell you.
You mean as far as that going to heaven, you mean?
About like what Jesus is.
And he said it's true. That's really neat. That's neat.
Over, and we stood next to him, we took a picture.
One of you, no, they're both, you're in the program of both of them, I think, right? Or I'm in one, you're in one. And so there is a vision, and it's like as clear as day. You know it.
We didn't see it when we were there, but when we went home, we saw the picture.
Mom saw it. She noticed it.
Oh my God, that's wonderful. That's really
We
wonderful.
couldn't wait to go back to the house to see it again.
I know.
And it's gone. And now it's
Not
gone.
there.
Blessed mother on the barn.
That's really neat.
Someone took a picture of the fireplace, though, didn't they? 'Cause those were the rocks of the house.
Which fireplace?
My grandmother's house.
Oh, I did. I took video of it. I have video of that. Yeah. The fireplace in Mary Grace's house.
Took the stone. And say you'll be glad to hear that they did that, Mom.
Oh yeah. Mary, what were you having? Yeah. Almond tart with vanilla ice cream.
I'll have chocolate.
And that's what Laura's having too. Tommy, what are you having? Tommy, what are you having?
You want the selection of ice cream? Chocolate.
Apple pie. Sam, what are you having? Mary? And you're good? You're not having anything?
No, I've been
Okay.
down for a selection of ice cream.
Okay, that's fine.
Is that what you want?
Yeah, that's
Is that okay?
That's fine.
On here.
The whole house. I'm telling everybody in the house. So what do you think happened for the whole semester? Every night we'd come home drunk from the bars.
Were you drunk the night you saw it?
No, it was not. And then so what they would do is wait till I fell asleep. Then they put a sheet over the head and run through my room.
I really believe it. I find it very interesting to hear this. I'm okay in my dreams. If someone wants to tell me something in my dreams, I'm okay with that.
I said that, Mary. I even told my dad, I said, Dad, if you want to come and see me during the daytime. Do not come at night. It'll freak me out.
But there's the fireplace. Can you zoom in and see who's
Well, that's a fireplace. Yeah.
So that way you can pick me up and
We'll show you when we get home.
and then they were like,
I want to see that.
Tommy, great shot.
They do much better. I laid it out.
I got caught a million times.
Some people have.
When I saw what my brother had, I was so, oh my God, what a feeling. I have to show you. I'm gonna video it.
You either see it or you don't.
His dad's a skeptic. He always says he doesn't see it.
He's too. Tom's a skeptic. I know he is.
Helen, right? After Jerry came into her room. And all he said was, tell me I had to go before her because I couldn't live without her.
Oh, really?
And George was asleep in the bed right next to her and never heard anyone.
Oh my God.
And Helen said, come to this, you know, so we can.
Oh my God. That's funny.
Yeah, Sam, here's a good one right here.
That's a lot of
That?
Oh, great. Oh, my gosh. My dream house.
Let me see.
Grandpa's house.
Yeah, look. Mom, look at this.
Wait, let me see, Sam.
That's my dream house.
It's Grandpa's house.
Oh, I can't see. They're not letting.
Now, who is that? The one who owns
Sam's his mom and his grandfather's house. Looking out the window.
Wait, that could be.
Okay, go ahead.
The Quiet Man bar. It looks like something right out of the movie.
Okay.
went up into my father's cottage.
Oh my
Okay.
Claire was with me and he tried the door.
Okay.
And he said, Dolores, the door opens. And I said, do you think I should go in? He said, of course. So in I go. We're walking through the house.
How classic is
So
that?
I say, oh, Jesus Christ, who's in my house? And I jumped back. The guy was in a tub.
Oh,
He jumped out
Lord.
of the tub and he put a towel around him and he was running out. Who are you? What do you want? And I said, oh, this is my grandfather's house. And he goes, well, you know, I'm in the tub. Well, we ran out. We got in the van. And now we're pulling away. And he pulled up, took the towel, took the van. I'm running after him. And he said to me, I want you to come back. There's pictures here that you should have.
Oh, how nice.
Back into the kitchen and there's bags of old photos.
Oh.
And I just take whatever you want because if you don't take them, I'm throwing them away.
Oh,
So I
wow.
picked up one bag and I said, I'll take this bag. I had no idea what was in it. I just took it. And I ran out, got in the van, and there we were. And I opened up the bag and it's all Ann Doherty's family because I opened it alive. And I opened up the album and I said, well, this is Ann Doherty, blah, blah, blah. So I gave it to Sadie. And I said to Sadie, give this to Ann Doherty when you see her. Sadie did. And I said to Sadie, how did Ann like the photo? She said, I don't think she was too happy that you took them. And the next time I saw Ann Doherty, I said to her, Ann, how did you like the picture? She said, you had no business taking them out.
Yeah, but you know, keep it on. Listen to running time.
They were going to the dog.
Zone kills it.
Does anybody know who Simple is?
Moya is 82 years old because the lady told the story. Moya Maniscalger's sister is 82. And she told the story about the 82 with the heart of a 25-year-old. Who is Simple? Not Moya. Yeah, not Moya. And Moya's niece certainly wasn't Simple, so who's Simple?
Somebody is Simple.
You said someone was Simple. Definitely not Moya. She's got a reputation of being really sharp. Really smart, 82, yeah, you know, telling a whole story about her
Somebody's
heart and
Simple.
everything. Well, then who's the simple one? Somebody.
Moya.
Moya is not, Mom. I don't think Moya's simple. That's where we're... I heard that lady was telling stories about Moya being sharp as a tack in the pub with her 82-year-old friend, saying, sure, I'm 82, but I have the heart of a 25-year-old. All right, so how could she be simple?
According to
Oh, legend? Oh, no. Okay, no, I understand what you're saying. No. She's a character. She's a psycho, wacko. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
But that's not Simple.
Right, exactly. She's like a Mary LeGrook character.
The one that's highlighted right now.
I have to do this. This is what he would do to me.
You want half of my tart? The tart's not very good.
Oh, you're kidding me? It's not good, Law?
All right, what's the address? The email address, I can forward it right now.
I only know
I'm forwarding.
it's resending it. I don't know. It's the same one that's.
Well, I just clicked on to forward it. You need to have the same email address, and I can type it in. And
It's gotta be yours. I didn't order dessert.
I didn't order apple pie. I ordered a tart.
I didn't order dessert.
The tart with the car.
Oh, that's right. That's not mine. I ordered a tart.
Mama, it was good
Okay,
to
I
see
just got
everybody
my
again, right?
dessert. About a half hour after everybody else's, but it was perfect. It looks so pretty, doesn't it? Okay, goodbye. Battery's going anyway, so I'm just filming anything.
That's what happened to us last time. We sat at a table and some
Where is he, Mia?
Audrey was right there.
Thank you. Sorry. I didn't realize I was standing in front of people. Very good. And then there's the guy with the drum also. This battery's going to die any second. No, I'm good, Mary. Go ahead.
This is the perfect place to be in our last night. Unlike such
Oh, yeah.
a second place. I knew
yeah.
we were gonna start her up.
Absolutely.
This is from Tommy Jazz. Tommy Jazz. No, Tommy Jazz. This is from my
Not so
mom.
jazz.
My battery's going to go any second.
Two nannies here. We could have Nana Jazz.
Not so jazz.
Nanny Jazz.
But how do you do both? A nanny jazz that's nanny jazz that are good.
Well,
Nanny jazzy jazz.
she's wild. She's not so wild.
Watch out.
From Tommy Jazz.
Thank you.
Tommy Not So Jazz, here's yours.
Oh, not so jazz. Thank you, Tommy, not so jazz.
Tommy, no, Tommy Jazz.
Tommy jazz.
Tommy Jazz.
Tommy Jazz.
Tommy Jazz. Tommy Jazz. Yay. Tommy Jazz. Hooray.
Nana, over here.
Nana.
Nana Jazz.
Nana Jazz. Are you Nana Not So Jazz or are you Nana Jazz? Nana Jazz.
Nana Jazz.
Nana Jazz.
Our last night on a great vacation that you made it to finally.
Nana Jazz. Nanny Jazz.
All of the vlogs.